So you play games. But have you really played games? Well, I'd argue that just like a music composer can hear and understand way more things in a song than the average Joe Blow, people that actually make games also have a much clearer perspective of what games are and how they work. And so when playing other games, they basically see the Matrix. It makes sense, right? Once you step behind the scenes of the creative process, you now have the forbidden knowledge of what making games is. I really like. But it's actually fun because you spot things like low budget tricks, design choices or patterns, UI, tiny details. You notice so many things. Believe me, once you spend a day trying to make some random dust particles look good, you'll notice every dust particle in every game you play for the rest of your life. Low budget tricks are the most fun to notice. Here, let me show you. Here you see 4 out of the 5 characters in my game story. They're cool, right? But did you notice that none of them have a proper face? Chili the Snowman sorta has a face, but it doesn't have any actual facial features. And none of the characters have proper fingers either. Sophia the astronaut is the closest, but again, she's wearing a spacesuit, so it's kinda cheating. And if you're wondering how I make them expressive without faces, I cheat again. Sophia's suit literally bends to convey emotion, even Skull. This dude that has a deer skull for a face shows emotion when his eye sockets change shape. Yep, like what? Why do I do this? Well, drawing faces and fingers is really hard and I'm not good at drawing, so this trick is just really useful. The only people that will notice this are probably people that draw themselves. But making games also lets you appreciate other games so much more because you know how much work everything requires. Simple things that most players, they take for granted. You really come to respect them. Polish, details, even lack of bugs. UI, oh my god, UI. It's one of those things that looks so simple and then you try making it yourself. Yeah, nowadays I can basically tell instantly if an indie game is gonna be good or not just from playing around the main menu. But really though, playing games with all this knowledge, it really is awe-inducing. You are literally leveling up your ability to enjoy art, enjoy games. And humans seem to have a never-ending appetite for art, don't they? So it's really useful. But what about your own game? What is it like playing other games while you're working on a game yourself? Okay, let's be real. I've been making my game for 6 years. Wishlist on Steam, by the way. But I'm clearly a maniac on the loose, right? Probably the police is looking for me right now. I'm obsessed. It's literally a disease at this point. Anything I see, anything that moves, anything that doesn't move, I compare it with my game. Movies, books, music, art, potential wives, and of course, other games. I compare everything with my game. It's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it can be very motivating having the confidence to say my game has way better writing than this game. Pathetic. But it can also be very demoralizing sometimes, playing other games that for a fact they're smarter, more innovative, unique, they appeal to a wider audience, and they're basically better than your game in every way imaginable. But to be honest, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because playing other games as a game developer sparks so many new ideas and gives you so much inspiration and appreciation that even if sometimes it can be a little demoralizing, you can sort of channel that into motivation to try to make your own work better. Recently I've been really into detective or mysterious type games that have lots of secrets like Fez, Tunic, Return of the Obra Dinn, Outer Wilds, Case of the Golden Idol, stuff like that. All great games, by the way, play them. But you probably shouldn't be surprised that playing, say, Tunic made me want to add a million secrets to my own game. And in case you're not familiar, Tunic is basically, on the surface it looks like a simple Zelda-like, but it hides a lot of secrets. You should be careful when you're getting inspiration from these other games that you play to not get carried away in excitement and start adding a ton of stuff that don't really fit into your game. Again, the Ratatouille soup principle, it sticks its head out again. Watch the previous video. But yeah, going back to the previous example, I could probably add, an alien language to my own game that the player could decipher, and that would probably, make me In reality, it's probably too much work, and it's too late in the game's development to try to add something so major and to integrate that seamlessly with everything else. But yeah, all in all, playing games as a game developer is great, even if sometimes it makes you feel a little incompetent. But tell me in the comments, what games have you been playing? Is there anything that you made or learned recently that gave you a new perspective on something, on some sort of art form? Oh, and also, if you like the video, like and subscribe. And and if you haven't wishlisted my game Cosmic Pebble on Steam, it's a great chance to do it. That's it. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.